Hey everyone, and welcome back to Jump to Designs. In this video I want to be showing you all how I plan in the the new neutral Erin Condren. I've been doing this now for a few weeks now and I really like it. In the beginning of this year I was using my horizontal and I really liked how that was looking. But then once we got the neutrals, I just really like the dots. If you can see there, yeah, the dots of the full box outline, and I just really liked this look of it, so I wanted to go back to the way that this is set up. And so for this week I'm going to be using our Cali Dreaming kit, and I also really wanted to use this kit too because this was one of our first kits that had the little extra tab that would fit these types of boxes, so I figured I would show you guys how that looks. So to jump right in, I like to just start by putting the bottom washi on the bottom. And the way that I've been planning in these kits is definitely not no white space. It has a lot of white space in it. It's very bright, but I kind of follow the same guidelines. So I always like to leave the dots because I like the look of the dots. I don't know, I just like that look. So just putting down the other side of the washi. Uh-oh, that came up crooked. Okay, so putting that down. And then I'll go through the sidebar. So my sidebar looks a little something like this. So for the sidebar, I like to add the quote box at the front. So our quote for this is "Nothing comes close to the Golden Coast." So I'm just going to add that, and since I like to show the dots, I just line it up hopefully as straight as possible and just put that down. And then I add both of the habit trackers. So I'm just going to add one of them right underneath, and then another one. And so before I used to kind of use habit trackers as just like to put in there. I wouldn't really write a lot of stuff down, but now I'm starting to, or for the past few weeks, I've been trying to wake up at 6:15 every morning to get to the gym by 7. So I like to write one that says wake up at 6:15, and then another one that'll say workout, because sometimes I like to still track whether I work out even if I don't wake up that early, because sometimes I'm just not feeling it in the morning or I have a really late night. So I like to track that. And then another one I also like to track is if anyone has heard of Tone It Up, the two ladies, Karina, Katrina, I for a little bit was starting to follow their workout plan, and they have this drink called the Bombshell Spell, and it's apple cider vinegar and pineapple juice, and so I like to take that every morning to start my day. And so I will have a habit tracker just saying Bombshell Spell to track and see, make sure I'm taking it every day, which of course I didn't today. And then what I like to do is I really like to track my workouts with our kettlebell stickers because we have 7, so I like to fill in the hearts of every day that I worked out that week. So you can tell I use these all the time. And then what I like to do is kind of make my own habit tracker with the workout header and then the kettlebell underneath. So I'm going to find a color that matches. I kind of want this dark blue. I feel like that kind of works. So I think I'm going to do the dark blue and then maybe this light peachy color, because I feel like that light peachy color kind of goes with this right there. So I just like to take 2 colors that I think work. So I'm just going to put, if I can line it up. So, okay, and that was not lined up. So just going to put that there. And then I'm going to take the peach hearts and line that up. So it's like I basically have 3 habit trackers. So this is my workouts, and then I'll do if I wake up at 6:15 to go to the gym in the morning, and then the bombshell spell. So I like to track all those. And then I like to also just put a little checklist right here and just kind of put any goals that I have for the week. Normally it's try not eating out so much, gym every day, stuff like that. So I'm going to put down a goals, and then I'm going to do the green. So I don't know why I'm having so much struggle this morning lining these up. Okay, so now that I have that, and I think this is what I've been doing for the past few, yeah. And then I also like to track my spending because I like eating out. I don't buy, like, I'm not someone who buys a lot of clothes, but I'll eat out like every day. So I just like to have then a sidebar to track my spending every week. And this is getting very crooked. Do you see how crooked that got? Oh my goodness. Oh well. So I like to just track my spending every day. So now getting into the main part of the planner. And this is where you're gonna see it's a little different. So across the top, I don't really use the to-do unless I have like errands that I have to run during the day. But normally I will just put today across the top. And I like to leave the dots at the top just to keep that theme going throughout the whole planner. Okay, so once I get those then this is where it's going to be a little different. So basically how I've set it up, it's kind of like how other people set up their boxes. Like this is the to-do one, this is the today, and this is the this and that, or other people call it littles. But I like to do it as more of like tasks or different parts of my day. I guess it's kind of the same thing as having that, but like the top boxes are my work. So I'll put what I did in the shop, whether it's orders or designing a kit, and then I also write down the sales for that day, and then also the 30 days because I like to track how it's going. And then this section I will put the full boxes, and then down here I'll put half boxes if I went out one night, or just like little tasks, because sometimes let's see, so down here this is something that it may look like. So normally this is kind of decorative, and then I'll put like little stuff, and then down here is where I will have a lot of really what I did that day. Because like I said in other videos, since I work at home and really work in the shop, I don't have like a lot going on in my life. So right now I'm just taking the ruler and I am measuring out where I'm going to separate the like what I do at work and then the sales. So I just like to lightly take a line, and that is where I'm going to put my sticker. So I'm just going to do that for the rest of these. Okay, so now that I have that faint line in there, I'm going to go through with our washi, and you'll see, so there's 2 of them that are kind of like the same size right here. So I'm just going to take one of them and just line it up right underneath that faint line that I did. And I try to get it as straight as possible. It's pretty difficult. And then I'm just going to keep going through. And so this is just going to be the divider of, so I'll write down what I did in the shop that day or what needs to get done, and then down here is where I write the sales. So I feel like when I did the horizontal setting or the horizontal layout, it was when I was still at school, so it was mainly just like a diary kind of, or just like journaling what I did during the day and stuff like that. But now that I'm in the shop full time, every day, I now like to track more of my work stuff. So these are kind of all over the place, but it's okay. It's kind of hard to get them perfectly straight. So now I'm just gonna go in and write, and I like to use this if anyone is wondering what pen I use. So I just like to write on all of these. I'll put today and then 30 days. And so normally what I'll do is I'll write out our sales for 30 days, and then tomorrow I'll look at yesterday's sales and then write that so I get a more accurate of what this whole day's sales was. So I'm just gonna go through and write out the rest, and I wish I had better handwriting. So I'm just gonna go right in and let's see. I'm just gonna start laying them out. Oops. And I forget if with these we cover the dots or if I can leave a little space. Because normally I leave a little space, but then I think with this extra strip it's gonna cover. Yeah, so I'll just overlap it a little. On my previous weeks, I have just left that little space. And it hasn't been that bad, just because there is a lot of white space in this anyway, so it wasn't that bad, I guess. Let's see, I'm gonna do so yeah, the middle section is mainly just kind of, oh, I guess I should put this first at the bottom. It's mainly just my kind of decorative section. Oh, I guess I should put it up on top. Oh well. Yeah, it's just kind of like my decorative area. I'll sometimes put like little things that are going on. Like if I did laundry. So yeah, so if you want to have the two strips together, you are going to cover up the dots, or you can have them kind of overlapping at the bottom. So I don't know which one I like more, because I like showing the dots, but I also don't want to cut off. Which also, if you do like the dots, you don't have to use the bottom part. You can just do what I've been doing for the few weeks before and just use the single one and then just have that little space showing, which is all up to you. I think what I also like about these planners too is I kind of like having the separate boxes, because to me I feel like it's more like this is just my work stuff, this is just this stuff. Like I like having the whiteness because it makes it feel more open. And oh, I think, yeah, I'm not, oh, that car's right there though. I feel like this happens to me all the time where I'll be planning and then I'll put something down and I'm like, oh, I don't like that. I guess I could use the other weekend banner. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. So I'm gonna put these down. Okay, and then the last one. Okay, so what I was thinking before was a lot of times I love using this weekend banner. I just like it straight across. You'll see last week I put it down right here, and I just like it going straight across. But this week, as much as I love this weekend banner with the car, I kind of just put the car right there, so it'll be like two cars next to each other. I should have put these on the other side, but I'm just gonna use this weekend banner, and that is why we give options. Should I put it down below? Or up at the, oh, maybe I'll have it so it's like touching. Okay, like it's hanging off of that and going down. Okay, I like that. So now, let's see. Okay, so now that I got that done, this is basically what my, oh, I need to put in the flags at the top. So we've added these flags that'll match right here, and we added, or kept the little asterisk because we think that just looked pretty. So just going to lay it down. I don't know why flags always give me such a difficult time. So just going to lay out, oops, too far down. Okay. So this is what my week will look like. It's very white space, very open, which I really like. So down here is where I would put if I go to lunch with someone, or I go shopping, or I do laundry, anything like that, I'll put it normally down here. And maybe I'll put like some this and that tab. So if there's a show tonight, I'll put it down here. This is just kind of like what I'm doing. And then here's where I'll write out if I'm doing orders or filming or uploading. Anything to do with the shop will be up here. Then I have my sales here, and then just decorative here. And then yeah, so I might do or take a picture later on in the week and show how it looks like. I guess I can go show you last week. I still need to plan these 2 days. Even if I miss planning and it's already the next week, I like to just go back and write out what I did. So this is kind of what it would look like. Let me see if I can find another. So this is just kind of what my bottom will end up looking like. It's just, yeah, I'm really liking this way of planning. I don't know, I just like this a lot. So I think I'm gonna keep this style of planning for a long time. I ended up not using these. I haven't really used these in a long time because I like just the openness of this up here. And so I feel like planning in this way, I do end up not using as many stickers. I hardly ever use these anymore. I do use some washi and some icons. I use almost all of my half boxes because almost every day I will put 2 down. So that almost adds up, I think, to that. But yeah, that is really it for my pre-planning, kind of before I put anything else down. This is always what I start with, and I will write what goes here a little bit later. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you follow us on Instagram and on Facebook at Jump to It Designs. And that is all. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!